kickoff for Baltimore.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Trubisky on first down. Buying time to his left. Ebron caught left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Coleman has it here right side. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down.
Coleman.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Yard line.
A collegiate star in nearby Maryland. This is Anthony McFarland.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Ebron's got it. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Eric Ebron.
Eric Ebron. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And, you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger-bodied wide receiver. Boy, a play that long from that position, you just didn't used to see that as much.
No, you were really just counting on the tight end position to catch the football and get what they got on the catch. And now it's the run after the catch that makes them so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys down when they get rolling.
Couldn't bring him down here. Got into the end zone.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Returning it, Justice Hill.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
He gets it in the hands of Geis. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
At the 35-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and get it with Geis. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Here's McFarland. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Steeler ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Coleman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
At their own 6-yard
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They start on the ground with Geis. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Jackson now down around his goal line. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Bud Dupree able to get in there and drop him behind the line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Ravens nothing.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Open man is Anderson. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hart on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 28-yard line.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Jackson sacked.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, Jackson. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Lead to Bobby Anderson.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right, and it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. first down. Trubisky. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down, Pittsburgh.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Trubisky to throw again on the screen. This is Coleman. And to the 30. Taken down there after getting 8 yards.
To Tevin Coleman.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 18. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First down.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Tevin Coleman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
We dominate today. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 27. They'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze the throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Jackson into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Robbie Anderson.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Trubisky to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Coleman. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now the pass finding its way to the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
4th down.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a run with McFarland. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brought down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Again, McFarland. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. 12 yards there and a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
Now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
The ball carrier.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on what could be a pivotal 3rd and goal now in a tie ball game. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And Boswell's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Hartman on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
On the ground, Geis. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 1 receiver left. That's Allen. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Again, Geis. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish him off.
The score that puts him in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now it's Trubisky. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Trubisky to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Chase Claypool, the intended target. 3rd down here.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he comes back with one complete. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
But it brings up 4th down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
And a Steeler 1st down.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone. But anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Try to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right? Where you get a little bit of extra, and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Ravens, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.